Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Veterinary Business Podcast. This is the space where we explore strategies, insights, and stories that help veterinary practices thrive. I'm Shahara, your co-host, and I'm excited about today's episode. If you're a veterinary practice owner or a practice manager, you probably clicked on this episode because you know this feeling all too well, this growing frustration. Providing great care costs more, but then clients hesitate. They say no to things that you know their pet needs. Basically, we want clients to move from, how much does this cost, to something more like, okay, I'm investing in my pet's quality of life here, and I trust these folks to help me do that right. So how to actually do that? To guide us through this, we are joined by Naren Arulraja, CEO of Ekwa Marketing and a veteran in helping veterinary practices grow through smart and strategic marketing. Naren has worked with over 500 healthcare practices across the US and Canada, helping practices educate clients, build trust, and increase revenue, all while maintaining high standard of care. Today, we are diving into our topic, helping pet owners say yes, simply overcoming price objections through marketing. Our mission today is mastering how we communicate, how we build trust, and how we show the perceived value. Then clients really understand why it's worth it. No pressure, just understanding. So, hi Naren, it's great to have you on the show.
So nice to be here, Chara, and I'm so excited to have this conversation with you about helping pet owners say yes, overcoming price objections through marketing.
Many practice owners focus on explaining the cost, but the real question is whether pet owners feel confident in the value they are getting. That confidence often comes from trust. My first question for you is, Naren, how important is building trust when it comes to helping pet owners say yes to veterinary care? And what are some of the strategies that you have seen work best for practices?
This is an excellent question, but let me kind of get to the root cause, right? When you're desperate, we tend to, as human beings, have a habit of digging a deeper hole. And the problem with the deeper hole is now we have a deeper hole to get out of, meaning we make our life worse. Now, put yourself in the hole, like try to be an outsider and understand what's going on. Somebody buys a pet and they really care about their pet. For many, many, many people, pet is their child, right? And they want the best for their pet. They want to do the very best they can, right? My daughter, who's 23, is one of those people, right? She bought a puppy and, she knows she's committed to that puppy for the next 13, 14, 15, 16 years. And she wouldn't even take a flight for more than a couple of days because she doesn't want to, put the puppy in a crate, with the carriage because she thinks that's going to be traumatic for the little puppy. Nor does she want to leave the puppy at a place for more than a couple of days. So, and before she even travels, she has a place where her roommate would drop off the puppy during the day and then bring the puppy back. So at least at night, the puppy's at their place and so forth, right? So she thinks all these things through. So the reason I want to kind of get across to you is people care about their pets. Again, I'm a pet owner. I have a Sheltie who's 13 years old, and we spend a lot of money on his health as he ages. And now, by the way, my daughter even got insurance because, of course, she knows, she may not have the finances when the bills get expensive. So she want to prevent it. So people, I think, do care about taking care of their pets, just like they want to take care of their own health or their children's health. But what you have to do is to start educating them and start attracting those people, those who really care about their pet versus those who feel like their pet was a mistake. You know what I mean? And trust me, 80% of the people do not feel like they're pet for the mistake. So trust me, you have a huge market of people who do care about the pet. And let's be honest, right? If they do what they need to do on a regular basis with their pet, the pet is going to remain healthy. Everything from dental care to, the shots and all the other things that are key that as a veterinarian that they need to do. But the challenge that I see in the marketplace is doctors kind of keep digging that deeper hole, like I said. Instead of attracting the patients who are looking for those things that shows they care about the overall and the long-term health of their pets, they go after people through a gimmick. Hey, $10 off, $20 off, $30 off. And what happens when you attract people through a gimmick? They want cheap, cheap, cheap. They're not listening to what's important to their pet. They're not seeing you as an advisor. The only question is it cheap? Is it on sale? If not, I don't want to hear about it, right? They have that mindset. Again, it's not their fault. It's just that there are, unfortunately, some doctors have trained them that way. You don't want those people. You want people who appreciate health. So one of the things you could start doing is start typing or ranking for keywords, not through ads, but organically on Google and nowadays even in AI, where they are finding you when they're looking for those keywords related to health, when they're looking for those keywords related to being proactive. And then, your brand is getting created whether you like it or not. So another thing that I would focus on is how is your brand getting created? And usually today in 2025, that's through your Google reviews. What are those paragraph reviews saying about you? Is it consistent with the practice that is focusing on the pet's health, focusing on the relationship, where all those elements are mentioned in those reviews or not? You could also read those reviews and see, is this my ideal practice that I'm trying to build? If it is, keep doing it. If it's not, and it's all about they're cheap, or there's no words because there's nothing to say other than just 3 or 4 stars, that means you have work to do, right? You have to start working on creating the story that you want people to say about you. This is the best place if you care about your pet. They know their stuff. They have technology. They are so big on educating and helping me learn about things I didn't even think of. They're the best, right? Are those the kind of things that are being said or not? So start looking at reviews. And sometimes if you're not getting enough reviews, that's also a symptom you're not doing a good job in creating the brand, creating the story that you want to live out there about you. So there's so much you can do, to attract the right people, educate the right people, and at the same time, tell the right story about who you are. And therefore, others who are looking for that story can find you and choose you.
Amazing. How you brand your practice is the key to build trust. And it's a great reminder that you said finding the right client who actually care about their pet is really, really important. I would like to know your thoughts on this, Naren. We covered it pretty much, but can online reviews, testimonials, or client success stories actually impact pet owners' willingness to invest in care? If so, as you said, yes, how should practices leverage them effectively?
Yeah, we are social beings, we humans, and we do what everybody else does. And there was this famous experiment, just, Google elevator experiment, standing on the opposite direction or something like that, and you will get this. Pretty much, this happened 30, 40, 50 years ago. They hired 3 actors, and they told those actors to get into elevators with strangers, usually when there's only one other person, in the elevator, and face the opposite direction. And what they noticed is when 3 people are facing the opposite direction, meaning not facing the front of the elevator, but the back, the lone person who is not the actor, after a few seconds, turns around and starts facing the opposite direction. Why? We do what everybody else does. So online reviews is how we choose restaurants, how we choose, any kind of a service, including someone to take care of our pets. So getting 10 or more reviews and having these reviews be paragraph reviews, story reviews makes a massive difference, right? So I do think this is really, really, really important to, attract and keep the right kind of clients. So you lean into reviews, lean into, 10 or more reviews every month. Again, we have an entire methodology on how to get 10 or more paragraph reviews every month. If everyone is interested, go to Veterinary Business Institute and contact us, or just email naren@ekwa.com and we'll send you those secrets. So naren@ekwa.com, and we'll send you some ideas on how do we get 10 or more love letter reviews every month. Now, testimonials are very powerful because, again, it helps us visualize that we are in safe hands. So imagine you have a Sheltie, you the pet owner. Now, to attract that pet owner who has a Sheltie, perhaps you can have pictures of Shelties in your Instagram feed. Perhaps you can showcase them on your website. Perhaps you can, add that next to your written testimonials. So for example, maybe there's a written testimonial that somebody gave you, or even an audio or a video testimonial, and it's about how well you take care of their, their puppy or their dog. Now have a picture, a happy puppy, having a treat at your office, and include that with your testimonial. So the more they can start visualizing them being happy because a pet like theirs is happy, that goes a long way. And the beautiful thing is there's no real privacy concerns here because you're not including the pet owners in these pictures. So people are very, very open to, letting you showcase their pets and all of that stuff, right? I'm not saying everybody is, but majority of the people are. So, definitely leverage all of those things. So again, what are we trying to say? We want to show these pet owners, your pet is cared for, loved at our practice, and we treat a pet just like yours. So reviews, testimonials, client success stories, tell that story. The other thing you can do with client success stories, you can also write it in the form of a case. So you can talk about a tough situation that created anxiety for the pet owner and how you went about solving it. And sometimes I know some practices specialize in rehabilitation or different services. So those stories can attract patients with those kind of needs, or even something as simple as, dentistry. So, telling a story about how you and the pet owner work together to maintain optimal health for that particular pet over many, many years. These are all powerful stories. So those who want to take care of their pet, be proactive about their pet's health, will resonate with that. They'll ask for it. Now there's no conversation about price or do I need it? Do I really need it? They're like, please, tell me more. And they're complying with your requirements. They are being very loyal, not only by showing up to your office, but also doing all the things they need to do in between visits. So you enjoy going back to, veterinary practice because that's what you went there for, right? You went there to make a difference in the lives of pets as well as their human owners. So now you can start living those things. But to create that future, reviews, testimonials, and stories are very powerful.
Yeah. Did you know that 1 or 2 word review is not enough? That's amazing. You need to at least showcase 10 or more love letter reviews. I love that. Love letter reviews, paragraph type reviews. Amazing. Naren, what role does a practice's online presence like social media or Google business profile play in shaping client perception of value? How do you see that?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. And, Google Business Review, for example, or Google Business Page is driving thousands and thousands of people to you, right? How do we know this? We track all the stats, and we know a lot of people are finding a practice through Google Business Profile. Why? Because I can get your phone number there. I know your location there. I can get driving directions there. And I know what people think about you because I can see all the reviews there. So go back and leverage these reviews. Go back and work on these, reviews and keep working on it. And also optimize your Google My Business page. So these Google My Business pages become very powerful. Now, Facebook kind of stopped trying to work on their review piece and so forth because Facebook realized people don't go to Facebook to find local businesses, including a veterinary practice. Rather, they're going to Facebook to kind of relax, right? They like a particular kind of video and they scroll through their Instagram or TikTok or Facebook to see those videos, right? So they're not there to find something, they're there to relax. So I wouldn't focus on, social media profiles when it comes to reviews. Maybe just do the bare minimum, but definitely lean in on Google. Try to get 10 more reviews. Keep your Google My Business profile updated at all times. Again, Google will give you guidelines. Now we have an entire team dedicated to this, and that's what they do on behalf for our clients. They even respond to reviews. They fix all the issues with the Google Business Profile as the Google Business Profile continues to evolve week after week and month after month. And then they work with the clients, or even on like negative reviews. So that way we know how to respond to negative reviews properly. On positive reviews, we don't need the client's help. We do it by ourselves. But on negative reviews, we coordinate with the client.
All right. Amazing. Amazing. Naren, how can content marketing, including blogs or newsletters or videos, help reduce price objection and, most importantly, educate clients, something we talked earlier as well? So educate clients about the value of care.
That's an excellent question. Remember we talked about you have to attract the right clients. That's where keywords come in, telling stories about, how case studies about how you created this awesome experience for a pet owner over a 15-year period, or how you help them get over a tough situation, right? So you're starting to attract people who have similar needs, right? So blogs and newsletters could be part of that strategy. To me, blogs in 2025 is not really useful. It's kind of like I would, if you are like someone who's trying to make $10 from running ads, and you have a website about, I don't know, grooming pets, or fixing cars, or website about recipes, then of course blogs is available, easy and stuff. But today in 2025, our aspiration is our client should rank for 100 or more keywords on page one. Now that's difficult because only 5% of you will rank for 100 or more keywords, which means 95% of your competition won't, right? So what are they left with? They have to spend 5 to 10 times more money on ads. So if you don't want to be in that 95%, you don't want to use inferior technology like blog. So instead, you need to have a dedicated team. Like for example, in our company, we have 300 people, and 9 of those 14 teams are focused on SEO. And Google is changing so fast. They're making 3,000 changes a year, 10 changes a day. So we have broken these 6 teams into 6 areas of focus. Like for example, NAB, the way you write content, and using a tool like a blog, you can't do it the way Google wants you to do it. So we don't. We do it the way Google wants you. We kind of created custom ways of doing things, and of course we keep updating them because Google keeps changing and so forth. So so these are the things we need to do to continue to rank for keywords. Also, whether it's newsletters or whether it's these articles or cases, can also educate and inspire clients to want to be better pet owners, better pet parents, right? And now by inspiring them, when you start recommending treatment at your office, they're listening with both ears wide open, and they're wanting to take your recommendation because it's not like they're hearing it for the first time. So they're like asking about you. What about this? What about the dental health of my pet? And so forth. And they're asking for all these other things that A, is good for their pet, but also makes your business a viable business where each client is spending, let's say, $700, $800, $900, even $1,000, $1,200, $1,300 with you every year. So it becomes a very lucrative business and a successful business, while at the same time making a difference for the pet owners and the pets.
All right. Ekwa's target is to get 100 or more keywords on page one for their clients. That's not easy. That's not easy. Now, how can veterinary practices' website be optimized to clearly communicate the value of services and help reduce client price objections?
Yeah, I mean, imagine your website and all the things you do, whether it's your newsletter or whether it's your social media, is educating people on what does ideal pet parenting looks like? What does ideal pet health looks like? What does ideal pet veterinary care looks like, right? For their particular pet. If they are into cats, then cats. If they're into small dogs, then small dogs. And the more you do that, there's no like too much education. I've never seen anybody say, oh, I saw too many Instagram feeds, or I saw too many of articles about this. Like, they're always learning. Now imagine if you are part of that story of how they can create optimal health for them, their pets, and an awesome experience for their life with their pets. they're going to gravitate towards you because you are the one who educated them, right? So just get creative, even as simple as sharing pictures on your Instagram feed, on your pages of your different pets, having treats at your practice and having a page called Happy Pets, and just keep adding to it day in and day out, week in and week out, will make a huge difference. Getting those 10 Google reviews, and those reviews are, like I said, paragraph reviews where they are talking about how different their experience is with your practice and how much they love your practice and how superior the experience is, not just for them, but also for their pets. That now means when people are looking for that, and trust me, 80% of pet owners don't want the cheapest things. They want what's good for their pets. It's just that a lot of pet veterinary care places are not doing a good job in educating. Now they're going to come to you. They're going to look for those things. They're going to ask for those things. So start doing those two basic things, and I guarantee you're going to see a massive difference.
Amazing. You need to be creative. And again, Naren is reminding that you need to showcase at least 10 plus paragraph type reviews every month. All right, Naren, finally, many practice owners are probably thinking about how they could use these ideas in their own clinic. So what would you suggest as the first step for someone who wants personalized guidance to apply these strategies effectively?
Thank you so much. I do think, I find this to be true in life and business. Before you know what you need to do, you need to know where you stand and how can you get to your ideal state. So for example, are you ranking for hundreds of keywords? Are you doing all the things that Google cares about to see you as a top 5% site? Or you are not? And once you know these things, you can start then deciding, okay, how do I get to the top 5%? How do I rank for hundreds or more keywords? How do I dominate my market? So my ideal clients are always seeing me, regardless of what they're typing into their search engine. Versus if you don't, they have to now buy ads. You have to buy ads, and it's going to cost you, 5 to 10 times as much money because people don't trust ads, and ads are very expensive. So what I would recommend is what we call a marketing strategy meeting. It's a meeting where we go through your entire online presence. We spend 6 hours prior to the meeting, and the link to book a marketing strategy meeting is veterinarybusinessinstitute.com/MSM. We will put the link on the show notes as well, veterinarybusinessinstitute.com/MSM. Go book that meeting. Tell us a little bit about your practice. Our team will not only study your practice, they will study all your top competitors. What are they doing right? What are they doing differently? And help you not only see where you stand, meaning like a report card, but also give you a plan on how do you get into the top 5% when it comes to attracting your ideal clients, when it comes to ranking for hundreds of keywords, when it comes to having all the elements that are important for you to, help people accept treatment, help people stop talking about price and rather listen to you as their guide, as their advisor to take care of their pet the optimal way. If you have any other questions, any other things you're struggling with regards to marketing, send it in, go to veterinarybusinessinstitute.com, and we would love to help.
Hey, lovely audience, you just heard about a great opportunity. Go grab that. Thank you so much, Naren, for joining us today and sharing such valuable insights. And to you, our amazing listeners, thank you from the bottom of our heart. This podcast would not exist without your curiosity or dedication and passion for veterinary medicine. So today, we explored a challenge that every practice owner faces. That is helping pet owners say yes to care, even when price is a concern. Every story and strategy we share is designed to support and give you a practical tools to communicate value, build trust, and grow your practice. We also want to hear from you. As Naren mentioned, if you have any questions about overcoming price objections or marketing strategies for your practice, send them our way. We would love to address them in our future episodes. Finally, thank you for showing up, for your patients, for your pet parents, and for the incredible work you do every single day. Until we meet again, keep the leading with compassion, keep making a difference, and know that your efforts are seen, valued, and deeply appreciated. Take care and enjoy your week.